not that. Never mind. Cancel. Hi, I'm setting up a question here in the Q&A, so bear with me. All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, these take forever. There we go. Nailed it. How do I make it smaller? There we go. Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm about to record a podcast episode with a behavioral scientist. So if you have any questions that are behavior related or AI related, he's a specialist in both of those fields. And I have some exciting news too, some comedy news. I'll wait till there's a few more people in here before I drop that. But what's up? We're just gonna do my makeup and get ready for these 2 recordings. So hope everybody is having a lovely Tuesday. Feel free to share what you're up to. Oh my gosh, my freaking drawer is stuck, my makeup drawer. I have to organize this better. I'm trying to get this palette out of the drawer so I can open it all the way and get to the foundation. And it's freaking stuck, y'all. There we go. This thing got stuck in the drawer. You know how your utensils, you like try to pull your utensil out and this thing was sticking up like this and the drawer was going like this. And I couldn't fucking get it open and that was driving me insane. But it's open now. I was trying to get to this YSL All Hours sunscreen foundation thing. This is just my favorite, best foundation I have right now. I wish I had something lighter weight, but I'm fucking broke. So I can't re-up on my tinted sunscreen that I had, which I believe was Too Faced brand. So we're just going with this for right now. I have, for anyone that likes this channel and what I do here, I did want to just plug that I have memberships with different tiers. And on those memberships, I have content that I also post on Patreon. So... Oh, yes. Yeah, T, it's, you're right. It's it is a first world problem, but it's definitely a problem. I don't even know. I feel like these questions came in late. Emma, no, I don't support Trump. I am patiently waiting, like a lot of us, for him to, you know what I mean? Not by someone else, by his own accord, by God and Mother Nature. So... that's my stance on that. There's really not a lot of politicians I like, but he's a narcissist. So if you support him, that's not great. That says a lot about... I understand people have like different feeds and you're probably getting different information, but he is irrefutably a bad person. He's a molester and a rapist and a liar, and... I'm curious why you support him, and let's see if we can talk you out of it. Hi, Jonathan. What's up? How's it going? I'm getting ready for these 2 recordings. Hey, South Texas Gambler. That's dope. Am I watching, enjoying the World Cup? I've watched a little bit of it. I'm not caught up. I haven't watched any games this week. I've had a busy week with like podcast recordings and comedy. So no, unfortunately. But let me know what's up with the World Cup. I know that the team that Erling is on, was it Sweden or Norway? Norway, right? I know that they're out. I think they lost to England, so that's unfortunate. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't watch other people's lives, but I guess that can be a warning for someone who's in here, so that's fine. Emma, no one can talk you out of it. That's bad. You should think about the way that you make decisions, because that actually is not a good quality, that you can't be talked out of an opinion that you have. That's a weakness, not a strength. So I would re-examine that, because there's a ton of irrefutable evidence that he is, regardless of how you feel about him as a politician, he is a bad person, period. He's very ungodly, so not a good Christian, fake, a liar, self-interested, narcissistic, blah, blah, blah. So if you like people like that, that's really unfortunate for you. But I'm not here to, I'm a comedian and a podcaster. It's not my job to change your mind. Hi, Ragul. What's up? What's up, Cookie? Hello, Verity. Thanks for being here. Those of you who are either new or frequently here, I never bring this up, but I'm gonna right now because things are a little stressful in the financial department. I do have memberships available if anyone's ever looking for like extra private content or more private like live sessions that are only for people there. And I figured, I'm like, I don't want to have a Patreon that a lot of people don't use Patreon or like go to Patreon. So I figured I would put the same content that I put there behind the paywall here during in the memberships. So I have memberships. Yes, Emma, you can have your opinions. I've told you mine and you're still here, which is a beautiful thing. I don't agree with shunning people for having different opinions politically. We're all humans, and at the end of the day, we have more in common than we don't. So it's important to be able to cross lines and talk to all sorts of people. And I live in Texas, where there's a healthy mix of all sorts of people. And of course, there's people I don't agree with. And yeah, same here. Same here. That sounds good. I'm not hating on you or anyone either. Are any of my upcoming comedy shows on YouTube or anywhere else? Yes, I do occasionally post sets here. I don't like to repost jokes that I've done a lot. I posted a set a few months ago from the Houston Improv. So that's like a longer set. But mostly this channel is for my podcasts. So there's that. And also to hopefully promote like the memberships again, because mama's got bills. Anyway, hopefully I'm doing a good job with this concealer. What up, McLovin? How are ya? Happy Tuesday. If there's any, do we have any like comedy fans here in the chat right now? I would love to hear who your favorite comedians are, who you would want to see on the podcast, because I do book, I would say like half my guests are comedians. So, all right, time to set that. I forgot to show, this is the Tarte Double Duty Shape Tape. This is by far my favorite concealer. Not that I'm a connoisseur or a makeup artist, just in personal experience with my slightly more mature skin. I am 37, so... Oh, T, you're right. I should do community posts. I always forget to do those on here because I do share on Instagram. I will post flyers and stuff. Once actually like a tour going on, I'll share that on here as well. But right now I'm mostly just doing local work, and so I forget that I can post them in community posts. All right. I don't know what that means, Arukia. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, so for anyone who's new in here, I'm having a behavioral scientist on the podcast in less than an hour. And then I'm having a comedian. His name is Evan Lopez. He's local. He's here. He's really funny. I've been working with him for like a few months now. I'm having him on the show. So one is at 2 o'clock Central. The other one is at 4 o'clock Central. I think I am going to stream them. I'll at least stream the behavioral science recording. I think. We'll see. You're in India? Okay. No wonder your question didn't make sense. Sorry. Thanks. Coke V9U. Marsley, I'm in Texas. But I'm born in Ukraine, grew up in Cleveland, lived in LA for a while, moved to Texas 6 months ago. All right. My skin's a little dry. I just gotta pick this. I know you're not supposed to like pick your crusty acne off. Thanks, Wyatt. I've not gotten Kendall Jenner before. Maybe if I got lip injections too, I would look more like her. I did at one point get lip injections and they kind of went away. Maybe once I'm making normal money again, I'll get some more. So I do really like how they look. I actually met her once. I used to work at Ferrari Beverly Hills, and she came in with Timothy Chalamet, and she was very nice. Thanks, Coach. You're from Turkey. That's dope. I don't know. No, surely I've met people from Turkey before. Diva alert, hilarious. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to cover this fucking pimple. Because I picked it, which you're not supposed to do. And now it's crusty. And I'm making it worse by putting makeup on it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I worked at Ferrari for 12 years before I moved to Texas. And I only quit because I was moving. And then the Ferrari dealership here tried to get me to work for them as well. Because obviously I had experience at like the #1 Ferrari dealership in North America. But I don't have time, and it actually doesn't pay that well, like the position that I was going to be in. So I had to turn it down. Yeah, 12 years, I know. My whole freaking adult life, basically. Wonka? Who's Wonka? What do you mean? Bro met Wonka. What's that? What does that mean? Okay. Do a little of this. Cut this so it doesn't get shiny. I don't even know why I do this. I saw it on a makeup tutorial at some point and was like, I guess that's what we're doing now. Thanks. Oh, duh, Timothy Chalamet. Yes. I forgot. I never saw Wonka. You're right. He was Wonka. He was cool in person. He's like a beautiful man in person. He's like strikingly beautiful. I guess you can tell that with him on screen, but it's always a little jarring when you see someone in real life that you have a parasocial relationship with and that you're used to seeing on screen. It like takes you back. So it took me, and she's really beautiful too. And I've also I think I've seen all the Kardashians in person between working at Ferrari and this. I really randomly, I think it was, what year was it? Gosh, it was probably 2016 maybe, or 2017. I somehow ended up at a New Year's Eve party. At the time it was Justin Bieber's house, because my friend was doing graphic design for Meek Mill, and he got an invite to the party from Meek Mill, and we got to tag along, and I shook hands with Justin Bieber, and that was cool. And a lot of the Kardashians were there, and it was like this really cool circular glass house like in the Beverly Hills. Thoughts about Jesus. I'm Jewish, babe, so no thoughts about Jesus, but to each their own. My thought about religion is it's a very personal thing, and everyone's belief in God is extremely personal, and you can believe whatever you want, and I support that, but you should never ever shove your beliefs down anybody else's throat. So that's my stance on that. Like I do get really annoyed at people who come into these chats and they're like, Jesus loves you, and I'm like, I know you think you're being nice, but you're actually being you're overstepping what I believe to be normal human boundaries, which is don't shove your beliefs down anybody else's throat. So I hope that answers the question. Bye Marsley. You've met my okay, cool. You had a construction joke, but you're still working on it. Haha. Side of the ham. That's very funny. Again, they say YouTube suggests telling you guys about the membership that is available. Can you ask how we are saved from your perspective? Being saved is a very Christian belief. Other people's beliefs don't align with that. They don't require saving, so that's where I stand on that. Again, let's not shove something as deeply personal as someone's connection to God onto other people. Like, keep that shit to yourself, respectfully. Tampons or pads? David, tampons for sure. All right, you don't have to ask twice. Tampons, baby. Tampity tampons. Do I celebrate Hanukkah? Not really. I'm not practicing. I am like culturally Jewish. So it's more of just like a nationality. How do you join memberships? Is that something I can pin in the chat? Oh, I didn't know I could pin things in the chat. Sorry, I'm not great at using live right now, but I think if you just go to my profile, advertises the membership. So I would really, really appreciate any kind of support. I work hard at trying to get, obviously, this show delivered to you guys on time, and it costs me money, so any support is always really appreciated. Okay, I went heavy with the blush, but it'll calm down. It's the Cheek Dew from ColourPop. It's very cheap, so if you're looking for affordable blushes, this is it. Your dog's getting put down together. I'm really sorry. I went through that, and the only advice I can give you is that you will be okay. It's going to feel horrible for many, many days. There is support available to you. Find a pet grief group. Make sure you're surrounded by loved ones, and just remember that like the extremeness of the pain will go away after like a few days. You're always going to miss your dog, and my dog, I had to put my last dog down back in 2021. I still miss her and I still think about her, but just with love. It's not painful anymore. So I hope that helps. What do? I'm babysitting, and I'm trying really hard to get this podcast off the ground because I spend like freaking 80-90 hours a month working on it. It's my baby, and I also do stand up, and I make a little bit of money doing that, but I am struggling financially. So if any of you are rich and want to donate a little, that's always appreciated, but not required. I'm not here to beg for money, just throwing it out there. Okay, I don't know if I want to set this makeup a little. Yeah, I'll set it. I have the e.l.f. again cheap Matte Magic setting spritz, so let's do a little bit of that. Okay. Ooh, got it in my eye. All right. Am I a Scientologist? No, Scientology is a cult. We're anti-cult here on my channel. All right, I put on eyeshadow primer, so I'm hoping that means that my eyeshadow will not travel into my eyelid crease today like it does on most days, especially the days when I do not put on primer. So we'll see. Sorry, I'm over here packing up a fucking lung. Anyways, thanks for joining this live stream. I'm gonna see if I can keep the live stream going through the podcast recordings, but I feel like when I live stream during podcast recordings, people complain that I'm not answering the chat. However, the whole fucking point is that I'm podcasting, and I can't distract myself from the episode and tune out of the episode and not be present with my guest because people want me to answer the chat. The point of going live during the podcast recording is so you guys can have kind of like a backstage pass into what it is. You can get a preview for the episode, a preview for what the show is. So I probably will stream during. Don't get mad at me when I don't respond to the chat because I have to be present for my guest. You're a male and had to do your makeup for your acting career. That's pretty cool. Makeup doesn't need to be like a strictly feminine thing. There is an art to it. Am I a vegan? I am not. I eat all sorts, everything except beef. I tried to be a vegetarian in high school, and I became anemic because I wasn't doing it right. And I really love, I try to eat clean. I eat a lot of eggs, so I wouldn't be able to be, I just don't cook enough to be able to support myself nutritionally on a vegan diet, but no hate to vegans. Dinner by candlelight at a French restaurant. That's lovely. I hope you're doing that for your partner or aspiring to. Sounds very romantic. I kind of fucked this eyeshadow up a little bit, trying to blend it out and fix it. Okay. Steak? No, I don't eat beef. I would probably get like a chicken parm or something. Okay, I just gotta get it to look like the other eye. I went a little hard in the paint, and now I gotta fix it. Okay, there we go. Is there anyone in here who is like a stand-up fan? Because that's kind of what this channel is. Podcasting and stand-up. And then I come on here and I do these lives where I'm doing my makeup, getting ready for recordings or shows, and everyone's like, huh, oh, cool. What's up, Katie? I'm glad you love comedy. I would love to hear who some of your favorite comedians are. cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is fantastic, really good macros. I got into cottage cheese toast for a little while. So I was toasting a piece of bread, spreading cottage cheese. Figs when they are in season, sliced figs, and then a little bit of honey. Whew. That is absolutely delightful if you're into that kind of thing. You do improv. That's cool. Improv is hard. It's tough because you're competing with a lot of people. Do I know Ashley Garvin? I do not. No. It's a lot of comedians. All right, I might have missed something. Anyway, I'm going in to do my eyeliner with the NYX pencil. Again, not the best, simply the cheapest. We're on a budget here. Trying to make things work with limited funds. So if you're interested in the membership as a way to support the channel, always encouraged, but never, do what you want. I know times are hard for a lot of us right now. It's tough, I think, when you're trying to be a content creator and you have to devote so much time and doing it for free and hope that it will pay off. Cottage cheese and tuna, that's interesting. I love tuna as well. I've never done it with anything. I've never done my cottage cheese with savory, so that's fascinating. Sounds like you get creative with your cottage cheese. No, I have not watched The Summer I Turned Pretty. That I might be too old for that. I don't know. That sounds very, very young. That sounds like a young show for the youth, which I am not. All right, do I do eyeliner? I think I'm gonna do a touch of eyeliner. I'm gonna do it soft, maybe not liquid. Maybe I just go with the dark eyeshadow that I was using and just wing it a little bit. What's up, Charlie? I don't know what HU question means. Where am I from? I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas, about to record 2 podcast episodes. Trying my hardest to make this a job because it's tough when you're putting in the hours, and everything is numbers these days, so try and get them damn numbers up. You feel me? So if you like what I'm doing here, if you like comedy and podcasting, go ahead and subscribe. Where am I? It's 2:30. It's 1:30 where I am, so you must be on East Coast time. I'm on Central time. Thanks, Chrissy. Appreciate the gift. Trevor Wallace. I know Trevor Wallace. I'm no longer in LA, so I wouldn't be able to get him unless he was in Texas or I was in LA. And I don't know if he would say yes because we're not close friends. We just know each other tangentially from... We did come up together at open mics, so we've always had a good relationship. We do follow each other on Instagram. I don't know if he would do the podcast unless I had a bigger following, so that it would be so that it didn't feel like a straight up favor to him. So as the channel grows, more likely I'll be able to get him to do something, to do a collab. It has to be worth it for him too, because again, we're not that tight, so I wouldn't expect him to do me a favor. No, I never hooked up with him. We're just buddies. I wouldn't even say we're close friends. We're acquaintances. I am closer with Michael Blaustein, who's his co-host on Stiff Socks. I know Michael. We've done a lot of shows together. I was going to get him on the pod last year, but he's so fucking busy. And now I'm no longer in LA where he lives, so it's a little tougher. I mean, if he has time and he can do the pod when he's in Texas or when I'm back in LA, then I would love to get him on the show, but that's kind of where we're at with that. Until I have a bigger platform, I can't get certain guests that I would want to get, even when they're people I actually know, because everyone's busy and I can't expect anyone to do you favors, Gotta kind of create incentive for it to be worth their time also. So that's where I'm at. I do create shorts. I create shorts out of clips, and I create shorts out, occasionally original shorts that are more sketch-like, but again, I'm really pressed for time, and I'm in survival mode financially, so I'm trying to do what I have time to do. Satan, sorry I can grow a mustache and you can't. Hi, Twisted. I can't say that. Okay. What's up, Plugs Cranston? Hello. Kid molester, I don't know what that means. Oh, hilarious. Okay. Texas, yeah, it is hot out. Yeah. What's up, Jeremy? How are you? Okay, well, I have finished my makeup, which is very exciting. Oh, don't worry, Zero. There's always rude people in the chat. I'm not too worried about it. They don't hang around for long, and if they do, I roast the shit out of them. It's kind of just part of going on these lives. It's like you get assholes. Texas was the best. I'm enjoying it. It's been good for my career. I'm getting to do way more stand-up than I got to do in LA. And that's my favorite thing in the world to do. So for that, I'm grateful for Texas. Fit check, I need to change, but stop asking for it. I don't like when people repeatedly ask for shit. You're going in timeout, because that's fucking annoying. Don't do that. All right. See, I don't like when you guys make me put you in timeout. Oh, thanks, T. Yes, go watch the semifinals. That's awesome. Just got back from Galveston. Cool, I haven't been out there yet. Thank you for subscribing, Twisted. I appreciate it. I hope there's something on the channel that speaks to you. I hope there's a podcast episode that you like. So I appreciate that very much. Let me touch up my hair and do something to my hair, and then I will go set up for this podcast at 2. And I think I will keep the chat. I'll keep the live going. I'm not going to be able to be too present while I'm recording. I'm going to be with my guest and prioritizing my guest. However, if any of you want to watch me record the episode, I will be doing that. I'll just keep this running because I do find that it's helpful for subs and stuff. Stanky, send me money if you're going to make a request. And if you send me $20, I will fart for you, but I'm not doing fuck all for free. So that's where that stands. Abstracted Jax for final episode. I'm so sorry. I don't know Avatar. I don't know anything about anime. Thanks, Vidili. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna touch up. Actually, my hair looks pretty good. I like curled it yesterday, and it's holding up well. I might just touch it up a smidge. Okay. All right. Someone retracted their message. Come to Dayton, Ohio and do some stand-up. I would love to. If you request me at your local club, that's the best way to get me there. Currently, I don't have enough of a following for clubs to book me to headline. So I can't just come just because I want to. Although I would want to, and I grew up in Ohio, and I love Ohio, and I would love to do like a Midwest tour that includes Dayton. That would be freaking awesome. Oh, sorry that it's not anime. I don't know what that is. I'm 37. I watch reality TV. I have what some people would say is bad taste in TV, but I like it. But what you said, is it a cartoon? Am I wrong? Youngstown. Yes. I've been to Youngstown. My roommate in college, like one of my besties, was from Boardman, so we used to go quite a bit. I'd go and visit her family. You've been to Cincinnati? That's cool. Oh, cool, Max. Okay, so we're close in age. That's dope. I just turned 37. Okay, I gotta fix this, but this all looks good. My hair is looking pretty all right. It's not bad. You know, some people say that about reality TV. Here's my thing with it. It's actually a good study in psychology and human interaction. So if you look at it that way, it's nice. And also part of the reason that I watch TV is to like completely numb out, and reality TV is fantastic for numbing out. Couldn't recommend it more. Okay, I'm so sorry, Twisted. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glad that you like it. I appreciate that you're recommending. Maybe I'll check it out, but I don't know what any of those words mean. I don't know what Roblox. I don't know what any of that is. I apologize. Yes, great way to dissociate. Who's your guest for the podcast? The first episode, recording in about 20 minutes, is going to be with a gentleman whose name is Kurt Nelson. He's a behavioral scientist. He has a really cool podcast about behavioral science, and we're going to be talking about how to use AI without it atrophying your brain. And then my second guest, 2 hours after that, is going to be comedian Evan Lopez, who is a doll. I've been working with him since I moved to Austin. He's very funny. He should be, maybe he'll become well known. He's not right now, but that's kind of the nice thing about my podcast is that I get to platform whoever I want. And it helps me discover and get to know cool people better. And yeah, he's a cool person that I'm excited to bond with him and introduce him to whoever wants to watch that episode. Hopefully, as you guys get to know me better, maybe we build trust. Maybe you start seeing that I have a history of booking cool people. And maybe then, you'll kind of listen to the... you'll trust me a little more on guests and give them a chance. Because right now, it's like the people who already have big audiences are the ones whose episodes get watched the most, which makes sense, obviously, intuitively. But I think as you become a bigger podcaster, people start to trust your judgment a little more. Oh, Michael, that's cool. Child support attorney. I have had attorneys on the show, so message me privately. We can talk more about that. I am in Austin, Max. Yes. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Dexy. I appreciate it. Appreciate the tips. You're from San Antonio. I was just doing shows in San Antonio over the weekend. That's awesome. Riot Comedy Club. I was there. It's a fun club. Thanks, Michi. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Cool. Yes, it is. It is cool. All right. Bear with me, y'all. Let's see, how do you like this? There we go. Oops. Can I heart this? There we go. Thank you for that donation. I really appreciate that. That's very helpful. What do I talk about on my podcast? It depends who the guest is. So with comedians, I talk, I try to get to know them. I talk about what their beliefs are in spirituality and woo-woo stuff, because that is like one of my favorite topics. We'll kind of talk about current events a little. We'll just talk about fun, silly stuff. He's also, besides being a comedian, he's a filmmaker, so I definitely want to hear about that from him, so I'll talk to him about that. And I just kind of let those conversations flow a little bit more organically versus when I have like an expert on, like at 2 o'clock. This episode that I'm about to film in 20 minutes, he is a behavioral scientist, so I'm going to talk to him about behavioral science. So it really depends on the guest. You had a vacation. That's dope. All right, you have autism. So does everybody now, right? It's cool to have autism now. That's why it's a spectrum. Because we're all we all got a touch of the autism. Well, no, that's an exaggeration. People like to use medical labels now as excuses to not have accountability for their wild behavior. Okay, some of you are getting a little weird in there. No, I'm not saying anything. You need to pay me if you want me to, like, say something specific. I don't do shit for free. I'm here for people I don't know. I'm not in the favor business. In the podcasting business, content creating business. So, no, Jaro. Keep it moving. Sorry. Anyways. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. I'm just, you didn't know, so I'm just telling you. I do not do things for free here because I just don't. I don't know you. If we were friends, maybe I'd do you a favor. Okay, the lights are changing because I need to figure out an outfit for this recording. All right. What do I want to wear? I don't need to put on pants right now, which is exciting because the first recording is remote. So I only need to worry about what shirt I'm wearing. Do I want to look a little professional? Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll do this. This is just like a nice little professional looking normal tank top. Satan, you're being fucking weird and creepy. Thank you, Christopher. I don't know why people need to get on these fucking chats. Something's wrong with y'all's brains. Like, are you okay that you get in here and you're just fucking weird on strangers' lives? It's so odd. Okay. Probiotics are good. Okay. You guys don't get to watch me change, so I'm putting the phone like this. I'll be back in 1 second. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm just putting this shirt on. Nobody gets to watch me change. All right. There we go. Much better. Let's get this situated. Okay. That looks pretty profesh. There we go. Okie dokie. Maybe I probably need to, let's see. What? Yeah, what? I don't know what you're talking about. It's getting weird. It's getting a little weird in here. It's getting weird in the chat. Okay. Just putting on my jewelry, accessories. Might maybe put on some hoops. Am I AI? Nah, bro. Do I fucking look like AI? Is this what AI would look like? This unprofessional? All right. Do I want to date you? I don't know you, so no. Sorry. No offense to you, but that's a weird question for someone in a live, I think. Okay. It got strange here. Guys, it got weird in the chat. I don't like when it gets weird in the chat. It makes me not want to do this. Thank you, Kenny. Oh, thank you, Reinhardt Channel. I hope there's something here that you like. All right. Thanks. All right, I might have to put you guys, here's what's gonna happen now. I'm gonna put you guys on the floor. No, let's see. I have to set up for the podcast. That's what has to happen next. And I have to pee. I don't know what people do when they have to pee and they have to do a live. So I think all of you are just gonna have to like wait patiently. Okay. Yeah, don't be weird in the chat. Thank you. Thanks, these are my real nails. Okay, I will be right back. I have to pee and I'm not doing that on the live, so hold on. Okay, I didn't even lose that many people. No, I'm not gonna pee on the live. That's so weird. All right, I'm back. Who's been chatting for over 20 years? Has YouTube had live for over 20 years? I don't know about all this. All right, I have to set up for the podcast now, so keep talking amongst yourselves while I set up. I don't have any good counter chairs, so I have to like sit. This is a regular counter, so I just have to like set shit up. I have to sit on this giant pillow so that I'm at like a normal place. And now I set up my laptop to do the recording. I lost a bunch of people, that's okay. Like I said, it's gonna be less exciting as I set up for this podcast, and then once I start recording, I'm not gonna be answering the chat. Oh, thanks for the flower. I'm not gonna be answering in the chat at all. But those of you who are interested in sticking around to watch the recording as I do it live, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, it's just kind of behind the scenes from now on. I'm going to still chat for the next like 12 minutes while I get everything set up, but yeah, it's not going to be as exciting. And if you're not interested in watching the live podcast, that's totally fine too. No hate. Just setting up here, doing my backlighting, getting my camera, setting it up so it's a vibe. Get this blue light going. There's that, and then I'm gonna do some orange light too, and then I'm gonna get my big light panels and my camera that I use for remote recordings, which is this eMeet 4K thing. It's okay. It's not the best, but it gets the job done. As long as I do everything else to like dial in the lighting, then it's totally fine. But in slightly not perfect lighting, this camera is absolutely dog shit. Once I have money, I would love to get a better one. Speaking of money, I do have memberships. I have membership tiers if you want to support the work that I'm doing here. Greatly appreciated. No pressure. You don't have to. I know that it's hard. The topic that I'm going to be talking about is this guy that's coming on the show in 10 minutes. He is a behavioral scientist. So we're going to be talking behavioral science, and we're going to be talking AI, because he works with AI a lot. So that's about to be the episode. Gotta get my lighting all in a row. Bear with me. Okay. And if it's something you're not into, that's totally okay too. Anyway, why every time I scroll it comes back to this channel? I don't know, Scribble. I don't know what to tell you. Not my fault. Okay, still getting ready for... Still doing my setup, guys. Still doing my setup. Okay, folks. Getting my big boy lights up, locked and loaded.